Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Pat Trading Partners along with Bob Iacino. Let's check up into Dash Coin. We haven't talked about it in a little while. We'll show you what we did and what the analysis that we're doing now. So at the next major level, cluster down here at this 391, you see reacted there, moved back to the declining rotation zone, broke through that. Then using that as a projected low, we got the next major down level here at 350. We spiked through it to 340 and then a big rally up against the rotation zone. Let me move some of these out of the way right now. Let me just remove them for the time being. So now we've rallied up, returned to this cluster area with the retracement area to 12.5%, moved back down, got through it. We did then a projection from these lows to this high on the 18th. So the lows on the 18th to high on the 18th gave us our next 417 level, spiked through it to the 50, returned, got the first cross rotation zone, rotated back up. Then we used our next projection from that same low on the 18th to this pausing bar high at the 50. We're pausing right now at the next 436 level, and then the level higher is 446 on a pullback. Very, very key support coming in at 415, and then the bottom of the rotation zone is about 402 to 404 for pullback levels to watch for. If we close again below the 21, actually if we close, I'd say if we close below 400, it's not a good sign for the recovery. So that's the key level to watch for. Looking at the daily chart. All right, daily chart, you can see right now trading right at the 8. So this is key resistance. So you might see this drop back down before the close at some point and pull back to that rising rotation zone. This 446 is just at the lower end of the rotation zone. So as this keeps moving up and rotating, make sure you update your GAN levels on the 4-hour chart. So it'll get you the next projections. The major level area we're going to watch for on the move into the rotation zone is right around there. This is support, 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 support. Now it's going to be resistance. So around 480 with the declining 21. So really watch for that. And the 21's coming in right now about 489, but it's going to keep dropping. And you can see down here we had a divergence pattern on the daily with nice long wick. And then actually we did the 50% retracement rule. So that was a really good entry. That's what we have for you on Dash. Taking a look at EOS pausing at our 474 level, moving back up into the rotation zone, collapsing that down. Then we did the projection from that low, which gave us 386. What was the low here? The low was 387. So pretty close to right there. Moving back up, pausing at the rotation zone. And then you could have done, if you just watched the Dash video, you could have done that same thing with the projections from there. Let me pull off these other key levels also. I'm going to remove some of this stuff. Sorry about that. Just wanted to show you before I removed it. Now I need my retracement levels back on. We can do that later. So right now we're pausing sort of at this prior high 625. You see we dropped into the rotation zone, rotated back up really nicely. Next level's up 654 and then 684. Very key support coming in about 584. Let's put on a little retracement from these lows up here and look to see. So, and then we'd be watching for major support coming in at 542. We got the rising 50, the rising 21, so you would not want to see a close below this. And if it did close below this and also close below this little point here, which is the low of 533, that would trigger a double top pattern, which then we'd be watching for a bigger pullback. Right now, if this does not pull higher, we get pullbacks. We'd also have a divergence on the 4-hour chart, so we'd be watching for the slightly bigger pullback. It's running out of a little momentum. Now this could change. We could suddenly rally up to these higher levels, and keep in mind then the RSI would spike up, and if it got above the 88.41 level, then there would not be a divergence. So you got to take and continue to update your charts with this information. We can only do a point in time. Let's switch over to the daily chart and see what we're seeing there. So right now also slamming into the 21, which is major resistance on the daily chart. So we might again see a slightly bigger pullback. Now, if you do get a power move, sometimes when you go through the 21, it just moves up really rapidly. So really be focused on that 684. And then the next major area, you see all the support over here. And then it broke through it. And right below that, we have the declining 50-day exponential coming in right at 750. So 750 to 766 is going to be very key resistance if we get through this rotation zone and make a very strong push higher. That's what you're watching for. And again, you see on the daily chart, we did have a divergence off these spike bottom lows. So, something to add to your trading toolbox, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.